All right, welcome back to another session of Luxury Fee Plays. Let's start off first. Yesterday, if you followed yesterday, we converted again. So the first game was Bosnia versus Italy. We converted on that. We needed both teams to score. That was a plus 10. It was plus 120. So that converted. And then the second game on that card was the Marlins. The Marlins won 9-2 against the White Sox. It looks like this is going to be another year of the White Sox being trash. And depending on the team, we are going to fade them. But you can't expect the White Sox to pull out one game a series against certain teams, not against the elites. We're talking Yankees, Dodgers, things like that. But against mid teams to low tier teams, you can expect the White Sox to pull out a win here and there. Now, next card that we had, that was our big card. The big card, we would have cashed a lot if this would have hit. Astros did exactly what I thought they was gonna do. They were hitting those balls out the park like a mug. Astros did their thing. Second game that was on that card was Detroit versus the Diamondbacks. It was 5-1 from the third all the way up to the eighth. And in the eighth inning, the D-backs bats went crazy. They scored 6 runs at the bottom of the eighth to take a 7-5 lead against Detroit, who had been holding a 5-1 lead basically the whole game, from the third all the way to the eighth. So that gave up, but we still profited, so we are all good. So if you followed yesterday, you did make something. So today we are going to get into our next. We have two teamers. If you notice a trend, I like to stay below 3 to 2 teams. Sometimes I go to 3 teams. But if you know anything about betting analytics, every time you add a team to a parlay, you lose 33% of your winning edge. Every team you add, you drop down 33% of your winning edge. Keep that in mind for all you that like to add 4s and 5s and 6 teamers. Without doing any research, and even you prop bettors who do that, who get these demon bets and you go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams thinking you're gonna turn $15 into $20,000. So like I said on this channel, Luxury Fee Plays, we are looking for consistent money. And if you have been following me since we started this channel, it's not too long, we have converted all 3 days that we have started since the day we started this channel. It's only been 3 days, and we've already converted all 3 days. So now today we got the Orioles. We got the Orioles versus the Rangers. We are going to take the Orioles in this spot. The Rangers obviously have won the last 2, but it is hard to get swept at home. It is hard to get swept at home in the MLB, especially when you are one of the elite teams. Orioles is an elite team, even though last year they missed the playoffs. They were 75 and 87, I believe. So they did miss the playoffs. They weren't the same Orioles team, but that was just 1 year. We are looking at them as a whole. So today, Trevor Rogers is pitching for Baltimore. He is 1-0, 4 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts. And guess what? He's a lefty. We know in the MLB, lefties have always been a problem. This is a great combination for the Orioles to potentially throw another no-hitter in the first 5 innings. Also, versus the Rangers, Trevor Rogers has a 2.18 ERA over the last 2 years. So when he faces the Rangers, he is down that middle, and batters are missing. For the Rangers, let's see. For the Rangers, Nathan Eovaldi. Last year, 3.96 ERA. The Rangers have been dogs in the batter box. I cannot lie. They have been hitting, but they've taken this series already. And I do believe they'll slow down because they already have this series. They already got the series. And you got Gunnar Henderson up leading off. I believe that they can. I think the Orioles at home will stop the sweep and get the win. Next, we got the Reds. The Reds versus the Pirates. So I'm only going. There's literally only one reason why I'm choosing this. Paul Skeens in the opener, his last opener, not against the Reds, he gave up 5 runs in the very first inning. We are talking about Paul Skeens, one of the best pitchers in baseball, period. So honestly, the fact that he started off the season opener, giving up 5 runs and then getting pulled in the first, they didn't even give him a chance to get to the second and see if maybe he could clean it up, which I don't think he could have, because he looked timid. Balls was in the ground. This is the reason for this pick. Plus, you got to remember the Reds. They are a good hitting team. O'Neal Cruz, you are looking at a stealing monster at 6'7". So I expect a couple stolen bases, and I expect them to pull this off. But I did not take them to straight up win. I took the plus 1.5. This gives us a little bit of room just in case. Like I said, we want consistent money. This gives us a little bit of wiggle room in case Paul Skeens does appear and this turns into a game that's decided by the bullpen. If the game turns around and gets decided by the bullpen, and remember, the Reds are at home, Pirates are away. Reds are at home. So I do expect them to close the series out. Cincinnati got the first game. Pirates got the second game in a commanding effort last game. I expect the Reds to bounce back. I do expect the Reds to bounce back today. So, Orioles, money line, Reds, plus 1.5. That is our first parlay today. That you're looking at, I believe, a plus 298 payout on that. So, plus 298. Plus 298. If you do your calculations, if you put something nice on there, you will get something nice back, which is what I did. We laid a few units on this play. Now, we're getting into my underdog play. We have an underdog play today. Underdog play. Astros. So, Mike Burrows for the Astros. Right now, yes, he looked horrible in his start. 0-1. 7.94 ERA in his first start, but I believe that was a fluke. That is only one game showing. That's why it's a 7.94 ERA. That's a one game showing. You're looking at a pitcher. All last year, he had a 3.94 ERA. So I'm looking at a bounce back for Mike Burrows. But remember, we're talking about the Astros. They can hit the ball out the park anytime they want. Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve. They can get these hits. Garrett Crochet for Boston. He is 0-3 since last year against the Astros with a 6.36 ERA. And remember, the Astros have outscored. Boston 17-3, I believe. Boston only scored 3 runs in the last 2 games. Astros scored 17. We're going to take the Astros. And that is plus money. This is my underdog card. Now we got the A's. I'm choosing the A's. This is more of a fade the public. I'm fading the public because this line started off at minus 140 last night. Today, this morning, right now, before the game is about to start. The game starts in a couple hours. Probably a little less than an hour, actually. The line has jumped up to plus 200. That means that the public is fading the A's. That means the public is fading the A's. And they believe the Braves are going to win. They believe the Braves are going to win. They are taking the Braves. They have bought in. And I know, so I know Chris Sale. Chris Sales is a top pitcher. Looking at Hall of Famer right here. But we got Luis Severino on the mound. Last year was a 2.96. What was he? 2.96 ERA, 2.92 ERA. So Luis Severino it's not a cakewalk pitching against him. And I know it's not a cakewalk pitching against Chris Sale. But I believe if A's can piggyback off that 5-2 win last night, I believe this could be an underdog win today. Now, this is all breakfast games. These are all morning games. So we still got all day. So make sure you check back. We're going to keep this going. But Astros money line, A's money line. That is my underdog play of the day. Low units, high payout. This is not a high unit drop. We're not dropping a lot on this particular card. But a nice low unit pay is a high payout on this one. So make sure y'all follow. First card, let's recap. Orioles money line. Reds plus 1.5. That's our first card of the day. Second card, we're looking at the Astros money line and the A's money line. This is the second card of the day. This is my underdog card. This is my underdog card. So this is not a high yield. We're not betting. We're not putting big money on this. We're not putting big on this. But it's a big payout. But this is an underdog card. So, Luxury Fee Plays. Catch you on the flip side.